integridad, dangal ng ating mga institusyon, proseso at pati papeles. Talakayin natin ngayong umaga sa pamumuno ni Chair kung paano natin magagawa iyan sa pamamagitan nitong ating pagbusisi.
Okay, once again, welcome back. Ako muli ang iyong Kuya Bonete at tatalakayin natin, medyo huli tayo ngayon, tatalakayin natin itong kung makikita niyo dyan, yung mga about sa spy. Nung mga nakaraan kasi, maraming insidente na may nahuling mga dayuhan na may mga high-tech na mga gadget at nagsisilbing spy. So ito yung issue. Meron yung akin nasaan ba yung app dito. Ngayon papakinggan natin ano ba ito, bakit, anong nangyari, bakit nakakagawa itong mga dayuhan, nakaka-intercept sila ng mga about sa mobile, may mga drone. Mas maganda pakinggan natin tapos maki-react tayo
sa mga nakasalang na anti-spyware
invaluable assistance.
Sa mga hindi pa nakapag-subscribe sa ating YouTube channel, I do invite you po. Konting click lang para ma-update kayo sa mga maiinit na issue patungkol sa Senate hearing sa gobyerno nating napakarami po. Napakagandang talakayin at malaman natin itong mga nangyayari at meron pa yung mga ibang topic na marami tayong matututunan at pwede nating i-share sa mga kapamilya natin at mga kaibigan natin. So, play natin.
Of our dear colleagues and fellow co-authors in moving this legislation forward towards its enactment. And in light of the numerous alarming incidents of arrests of foreign nationals spying in foreign civilian activities using advanced set of technologies, there is no denying that spies, enemies of the state and hostile here have embedded themselves in our society. Hence, we need to upgrade and fortify our capacities to secure our land and our people, beginning with an enhanced legal framework and an updated policy. And at this juncture, I yield the floor to our colleagues who would like to make an opening statement. Senator Lacson. I have no opening remarks, Mr.
Pinangungunahan ni Senator Ping Lacson ito.
Salamat po, Mr. Chairman.
At Senator Risa.
Bago po tayo mapunta sa mahabang listahan ng mga uri ng drones, pati itong tinatawag nilang IMCI or MC Catcher, at kung ano-ano pang gamit. Para po sa akin, ang hearing na ito ay hindi lamang tungkol sa gadgets at teknolohiya.
Tama.
Higit sa kagamitan, ito ay tungkol sa sapat na pondo, kapasidad, koordinasyon, pananagutan, kasama na ang maayos na vetting sa mga organisasyong ukol sa pambansang seguridad. At siyempre, ang pagbabantay sa kapakanan ng ating
Comment lang po, para ma-shoutout po kayo.
I would like to bring to your attention, dear Chair, Senator Ping and colleagues, several red flags.
Red flag.
Una, sa kalupaan. Tignan natin, yung bitbit ng mga Chinese nationals na naaresto malapit sa Malacanang, US Embassy, Camp Aguinaldo, Camp Crame at Villamor Air Base. May Chinese national na naarestong bitbit ang IMCI Catcher na ginagamit pang intercept ng mobile phone traffic.
Grabe,
mayroon ding nahulihan ng LIDAR sensors na may triple camera setup at navigational satellite system para sa topographic mapping. Powered CCTV, may deploy and forget underwater sensors o underwater drones.
Grabe, ang galing naman.
Sa acoustic sensors at SATCOM na nasamsam ng otoridad. Again, mula na naman sa mga Chinese nationals. Mayroon ding mga nahulihan ng terrain maps na tanaw, institusyon. May mga Chinese nationals rin na nakapasok sa PCG Auxiliary noong mga nakaraang taon. Senyales na dapat ayusin ang screening at vetting sa kanilang roster. Isa na nga dyan, yung napabalita ngayong linggo na si Joseph C. na nabigyan pa ng rango na Auxiliary Commodore. Of course, there is also the threat posed by foreign.
Ay, isingit ko lang, itong si Joseph C. na-intercept sa immigration na gumagamit ng ibang identity. Marami siyang ginagamit para makapasok lang dito at magnegosyo, at siya ang nakikinabang doon sa mga benefit na para sana sa mga Pilipino, pero siya ang nangunguna, nakikinabang.
And coordinated disinformation and malign influence operations na dapat nating aksyonan habang nirerespeto ang karapatan sa pamamahayag ng mamamayan. Dear Chair, dear colleagues, ang soberanya natin hindi lang nakasukat sa teritoryo, nasa pag-aalaga rin natin sa integridad, dangal ng ating mga institusyon, proseso at pati papeles. Talakayin natin ngayong umaga sa pamumuno ni Chair kung paano natin magagawa iyan sa pamamagitan nitong ating pagbusisi sa mga nakasalang na anti-espionage legislation ni na Senator Ping at iba pa namin mga colleagues. Salamat po, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Senator Risa. May we call on the POMSEC to state for the record the agenda of our very first public hearing and to acknowledge the presence of our resource persons.
Thank you, Honorable Chairperson, Senator Estrada. Included in the agenda of today's public hearing are the following bills on espionage. Senate Bill Number 33, an act defining and penalizing espionage and other similar offenses against national security, filed by Committee Vice Chairperson Senator Panfilo Ping Lacson. Senate Bill Number 73, an act defining and penalizing espionage and other offenses against national security, filed by our Chairperson Senator Jinggoy Ejercito Estrada. Senate Bill Number 553, an act defining and penalizing espionage and other offenses against national security, filed by Majority Leader Senator Joel Villanueva. And Senate Bill Number 663, an act defining and penalizing espionage and other offenses against national security, filed by Deputy Minority Leader Senator Juan Miguel Mix Zubiri. Let me acknowledge the presence of our resource person from the Department of National Defense, Assistant Secretary Eric Lawrence D. From the Armed Forces of the Philippines, we have Brigadier General Harold Anthony Pascua and Brigadier General Ismael Mandanas.
Post pansamantala, gusto kong magpasalamat po sa inyo. Ito pong Bonete TV ay ang layunin po ng Bonete TV ay nakapag-share ng maiinit na balita, issue patungkol sa Senate hearing, House of Representatives at doon sa mga at dito pwede tayong mag-interaction ninyo, pwede niyong i-comment dito sa box, then i-shout out ko pag mabasa ko kayo, and ay mabasa ko yung mga comment ninyo, kasi ito ay more on reaction, commentary and interaction. Salamat sa patuloy na sumusuporta. Shout out po kay Juanito Porzuelo, no? So ang pinag-uusapan natin dito ay yung mga dayuhang spy na pumupunta dito, bakit nangyayari, at kinu-question nila paano nila masolusyonan dahil maraming mga nag-i-spy. Nung nakaraan maraming napabalita na nahulian ng mga gadget pang-intercept at mga drone na mga dayuhan ang may-ari. So tuloy natin, no? Kung ano man sa mga hindi pa nakapag-subscribe, siya nga pala, meron akong gagawing second na YouTube channel. Bukas ipopost ko yung link. Doon po kasi ako maglagay ng mga highlight ng mga live natin ngayon. Tapos doon ko ilalagay sa second na YouTube channel. At doon ko din po gagawin yung palaro na sinasabi ko na will forecast yung mga para doon sa mga solid supporter, solid subscriber. Doon po natin gagawin at doon natin i-play yung mga mananalo. Okay? So, sa mga hindi pa, sa mga interesado, abangan nyo bukas yung link ng second channel. Doon natin gagawin at doon ako mag-live tuwing gabi. Pero for the meantime, dito, sa umaga dito, tapos doon ay sa gabi. Pero iyon po ay makikita natin kung sino yung mga solid subscriber and supporter para dito sa pagkabuo ng Bonete TV. Maraming salamat po. Yun lang po at tuloy-tuloy na tayo. Sa mga gustong magpa-subscribe, comment lang po kayo at hindi magpa-subscribe. Magpa-shoutout, comment lang po kayo.
From the Department of Justice, we have Senior State Counsel Freddy Ganchun. From the Department of Information and Communications Technology, we have Director Maria Victoria Castro.
Shout out po,
From the Department of
333
Foreign
viewers.
Affairs, we have Deputy Assistant Secretary Leia Victoria Carada. From the Philippine National Police, we have Police Colonel Dominador Matalang and Police Lieutenant Colonel Ivan Abesa, Police Colonel Robert Bukad, and Police Colonel R.V. Parawan Bueno. From the Office of the Solicitor General, we have Assistant Solicitor General Gilshan. We have Attorney.
Just a wrapping up committee hearing. Be the first and only committee hearing that will be conducted under the 20th Congress, since you have already
Ping Lacson is speaking. Siya
conducted
yung
hearings
magsasalita
under
ngayon.
the 19th Congress. And as a matter of tradition, we can only, just wrap up the committee hearings and get on with the preparation of the committee report. Having said that, Mr. President, Mr. Chairman, I only have two questions, and I'd like to address my questions to the law enforcement units agencies present here, including the AMLC and the NSC, National Security Council. As earlier mentioned by the Honorable Ontiveros, maraming arrests na nangyari since, I believe, May last year up to April this year. At least 19 individuals were arrested on suspicion of committing espionage activities in the country. More than the status of their cases, I'm particularly interested in the follow-up or pursuit operations conducted by the different law enforcement agencies, especially the AMLA or the AMLAC. Kasi it's not enough that we file cases, it's not enough that they are incarcerated and facing charges under Commonwealth Act 616, kasi wala pa naman talaga tayong bagong batas. But I'm interested, as I said, particularly, anong nangyaring
comment lang po dyan sa baba.
Follow-up operations dito. Meron ba kayong pinalo up na mga leads that could result in pursuit operations para ma-prevent ang ganito activities? Anybody can answer? Yung mga...
Ayan po, ininyayahan nila yung mga agencies na responsible sa mga ganito. Bakit, paano nila ma-intercept itong tuloy-tuloy, napakaraming pumapasok na mga tinatawag ng spy, no? Spy.
Resource persons from the different law enforcement units. Starting with the NBI, I believe. Kasi may mga na-arresto rin kayo with the military, with the armed forces of the Philippines, di ba? So please.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Good morning, Your Honors.
Before that, Comsec, you have...
Ayan, shout out po kay Imelda Taytayan. Sabi po dito, shout out po sa iyo, Imelda. Ito ang kanyang reaction, opinion. PNP Camp Crame, Maka Sindikato, NBI, Manila, MAGA Sindikato, yan dapat unahin. Paglinis, mga sindikato, alam ko po sir, mga sindikato nila, dalawa na, pinatay nila, kakahiya kayo, mga sindikato. Tama po. May puntos po kayo, kapatid ng Imelda. Kailangan talaga walang sinisino, dapat sa kanila mismo. Ang mahirap kasi minsan yung kung sino pa yung mga nakaupo, minsan andoon din yung sindikato. May mga nakahalong mga sindikato. Kasi kung talagang malinis lahat yung mga na-assign na taga-bantay, walang makakalusot. Kaso nga lang, minsan nahahaluan din. So tama po kayo, kapatid na kabonets na Imelda Taytayan. Shout out po sa iyo.
Mr. Chair, may we just acknowledge the presence as well of Assistant Secretary Evangeline Ong Jimenez Ducro from the Department of Foreign Affairs, Your Honor.
Shout out din po sa iyo, Salome.
Director.
Thank you,
Pailaga,
Mr. Chair.
shout out sa'yo.
For the NBI, we had 6 or 7 operations, including, I believe, the last one was immediately prior to the holding of the national elections last May, where we intercepted in the act yung
In the app.
a Chinese national operating an IMSI in response to the query of the good Senator Lacson. We have already communicated with AMLAC. We have filed our secondary offense, the violations ng Anti-Money Laundering Council. We are also submitting to the COMSEC our position on the matter, Your Honors. And as follow-up submissions, we will include, upon completion, the results of our digital forensic examination on the seized or equipments taken into custody in the course of the seven operations by the NBI.
Status nila ngayon.
Of the 19 persons
19.
arrested, 16
16R
are Chinese nationals,
Chinese.
1 Cambodian, and 13 ang Chinese, 5 Filipino,
dami
and
yan.
1 Cambodian. But to the interest of the committee, itong Filipino ay either guide ito, driver,
O pwede.
aid lang ito na ginamit na kasangkapan. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
No,
Driver,
anong status
driver.
nila? Where are they now? And as I mentioned earlier, I'm particularly interested in your hot pursuit operations, if any. No? I assume that you have conducted tactical interrogation along with your investigation. So meron ba kayo napulot ng mga bagong information that could lead you to conduct more operations? Yun ang mas interest ko kasi hindi dapat matapos arrest. This is an unusual crime committed against our national security. Unlike other criminal cases or ordinary criminal cases, we stop at filing charges and pursuing their conviction in court. It entails more intelligence or other follow-up operations. Doon ako mas interesado, Director.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Chair, ang status nila ay nakakulong pa sila.
Very good.
Yung aming follow-up operation is
At
more
least kahit
on the
paano
nature of
nakakulong.
digital or electronic surveillance, continuous surveillance. As a matter of fact, 2 of the 6 operations were born out from the information or electronic information taken dun sa naunang operation. Kung dun sa tactical interrogation, sometimes limited kami, Your Honors, Mr. Chair, dahil nagdadating kaagad yung kanilang counsel at pinapasa kaagad ito namin sa Department of Justice.
By the way, Director, when I mentioned tactical interrogation, I was not referring to torture. There's so many tactical interrogation techniques that you can resort to and elicit information from arrested persons without
Shout out sa iyo, Loretta Galinato. Shout out sa iyo.
resorting to physical torture or any mental torture on the arrested suspects. Kaya gusto ko malaman kasi I assume, I can more or less assume na continuous pa rin itong mga operations. So, the whole network of espionage operations must be dismantled or at least decimated, di ba? To a large degree. Nang sa ganon, kasi agents come and go. Inaresto mo, meron papalit dyan. And I heard, no, I have it on good information na maraming sleeper agents, even regular members of PLA na nandito. Imagine, widespread eh. Meron tayo sa Palawan, meron tayo sa Makati, meron tayong Dumaguete, umabot na sila sa malapit sa Aguinaldo, and then Comelec, Malacanang. So medyo there's more than meets the eye here, di ba? So kailangan talaga yung pursuit operations natin walang let up. If we rest on our laurels, so to speak, then naging complacent tayo because parang tapos na, naka-arresto tayo ng 19 individuals, parang relax na tayo.
but that is not supposed to be the case. The more we should pursue and be more vigilant in conducting intelligence operations and law enforcement operations.
Thank you, Your Honor.
As of now, what you're telling us, walang nangyaring bagong intelligence and law enforcement operations on top of the last operation, which was, I think, May 29, 2025, di ba? So from May or June hanggang ngayon, walang bago.
Yung ibang tactical, I thank the good Senator, Mr. Chair, that we have a common understanding on tactical interrogation. Thank you for that. At sa aming follow-up operation, we share this with the intelligence units or the armed forces of the Philippines, Your Honor. And I believe that they are more in the position to share the information collected or gathered from the tactical. On the matter of the last operation by the NBI, we communicated with the Bureau of Immigration and tried to check yung in and out nitong tao na nakuha namin sa premises ng COMELEC. Your Honor, Mr.
Paano nakakapasok dyan sa yung kanina yung kay Senator Tulfo, sabi na paano nakapagpatayo pa ng sariling tower?
Sure.
AMLAC, ano ba yung, without divulging confidential information, meron ba tayo, kasi meron tayo sa, di ba, yung financial terrorism, and this could be applied also in this particular case, di ba? So, di ba, web, yung tulad ng ginawa nyo kay Alice Go, di ba? Yung lahat ng nadapuan, pinapris ninyo. Even persons acting in good faith, no, na
lahat ng involved.
Alam mo, nabilan ni Alice Go ng kotse. Di ba pati yun, na-freeze yung assets, yung kanilang bank accounts. So I'm wondering if you have done the same thing in these cases. I think there are at least 5 cases, Director and the PNP, si IDG. Binibilang ko yung kaso hanggang 5 kaso tong different cases in different parts of the country. So I wonder if AMLAC has done its homework in pursuing yung mandate ninyo along this line.
Your Honor, Mr. Chair, I profusely apologize if I could not provide an update about the referrals mentioned by Director Levin. But, Your Honor, if I will be given a time, I
assurance lang, assurance.
Yeah, yes, Your Honor. I'll check about these referrals, Your Honor, and provide
comment lang po dyan sa baba sa gustong magpa-shoutout.
But I'd like to add, Your Honor, Mr. Chair, that if the referral refers to or if the referrals refer to espionage as a predicate offense, we have a limitation in the sense that it's not a predicate offense to money laundering. And you mentioned, Your Honor, about terrorism or terrorism financing. Perhaps that could be a basis, but again, as I mentioned, I have to check.
So would you suggest that we incorporate a provision under the measures under consideration na similar to the terrorist financing provision sa Anti-Terrorism Act para ma-cover?
Next week, Your Honor, we're not able to get it
or even emerging threats to national security.
Next week,
so, kindly give us CIDG or PNP or AFP or even NBI, ano ba yung mga examples ng mga threats na pwede natin ma-confront, na hindi natin ma-confront under the present law that may be addressed by the measure that that is under consideration right now.
Threat.
For a better understanding lang, no? For a better usually so I think my version of the bill. Yes, sir. Your possession is already punishable.
Yes, sir.
So that will be addressed. No?
Yes, sir.
What other examples?
We have to check other, sir. Pero usually, sir, yun po yung namin
it's a issue affecting our national security, Your Honor.
On the assumption na acting in bad faith, of course, di ba? But that's a matter of defense, of course. Kung halimbawang in good faith naman, nagpakasal without knowledge being used
May ganyan nagpakasal,
as
hindi
a tool
alam.
for convenience to operate, to undergo espionage operation. Yun ang nirefer mo.
Yes, Your Honor, but yung nagpakasal in good faith, at the instance of the marriage, yung unang pagkasal pa lang, wala yun. Pero kung as you were saying, slipper cell ito, then that can come after 5-10 other
related activities. Nasimulan na nilang itanong yung legal status ng mga suspected spies. So yung follow-up question ko po doon, siguro kay Director Lavin din, paano nakapasok yung mga taong na iyon, yung mga suspected spies or agents? Paano sila nakapasok in the first place?
Well, thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Chair, we would rather defer to, kasi ang point of investigation lang ng NBI from case build-up to arrest and then prosecution, we submit this with the Department of Justice. But on backtracking, I would defer to the Bureau of Immigration, paano silang pumasok, including maybe the Bureau of Customs on the matter of yung pagpasok ng mga equipment. Because these are simple equipments. Hindi ito yung mga high-end equipments na medyo mainit sa mata. So I would defer to these agencies, Your Honors, Mr. Chair.
Simple equipment.
Salamat, Director. Sa bagay, binanggit nyo kanina kay Senator Ping na nagko-coordinate na rin po kayo sa BI. Yeah, I do remember that now. And na-anticipate nyo yung isa ko pang follow-up question, nabanggit nyo na rin po yung Bureau of Customs. Kasi yung mga gamit na ito, na ginagamit nila sa signals intelligence or
sa custom.
Yun na nga, yung tanong, paano sila nagkaroon yan? So wala po ba tayong measures in place para i-monitor either yung pagbili niyan domestically or pag-import niyan from outside? So yun na po yung sabi niyong kino-cover ngayon ng Bureau of Customs?
That's correct, Your Honors, Mr. Chair. Ang iba dito kasing equipment are as simple as the pieces of equipment that we can acquire or buy or procure, purchase
Lazada, TikTok.
sa mga regular stores carrying this equipment, electronic equipment. So madali silang mag-assemble. Magagaling lang talaga sila, Your Honors, Mr. Chair, mag-assemble nito. Depende sa kung paano nilang gagamitin. They have the technical capability, the technical know-how. Kaya yung pinapadala nilang tao dito, yung magagaling. In the case of the COMELEC we had, nagpalit sila ng tao dito. On the first 2 days of the surveillance operations, nung nakahalata yung
Shoutout sa'yo, Venerando.
kaagad, hindi namin abutan.
Venerando.
Yung pangalawa ang inabot namin to continue operating the equipment.
Ulitin ko shoutout sa'yo, Venerando Verde Flor. Gusto po kayo dyan.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Which I guess, yes, Mr. Chair.
Would you like to acknowledge the presence of Senator Bato de la Rosa? Please.
Senator Bato.
Salamat, Mr. Chair. And yung isang huling sinabi nyo, Director, ay halimbawa nung pinag-usapan nyo rin ni Senator Ping earlier na hindi lang pala kapag na-aresto, napapalitan naman kaagad. Pero makaramdam lang sila na ino-observe nyo sila, maaring umalis na at mapalitan agad. Regarding, sir, the simple equipment na madali namang bilihin sa mga brick and mortar stores natin, wala po bang kahit simple din na measure tulad ng pag-request sa mga stores na ganitong mga gamit na naobserbahan ninyo ay nagagamit na sa mga suspected espionage activities at least listahan sila kung kailan at in what quantity sino ang bumibili para kapag may mababalikan kayong records ng purchases domestically.
Thank you, Your Honors, Mr. Chair. That's a good point, Madam Senator.
Shout out sa iyo, Mintik, no? Shout out sa iyo, Mintik, solid loyalist, Mark